Basically everything about Chapter 1 OG has been leaked and it pretty much confirmed all of our hopes, so let's go through it all. Starting with the graphics. Leakers have now confirmed that Epic will finally bring the OG graphics back. Now they are slightly remastered, but it will have the old storm clouds from 2017 and the OG fog that people so desperately wanted will now be in the game, and I gotta say this looks almost perfect. Now things only get crazier from here, cause next up is leaks about the OG loot pool, and this gets insane. Beginning with the guided missile. This thing was probably the most fun weapon in the game, and it hasn't been seen since Season 6. This gun is making a return, but it apparently won't be until Season 3, cause that's when it first got added back in Chapter 1. Now the entire accurate Season 1 loot pool is coming back, and that includes the OG burst and the extremely OG Season 1 SMG that hasn't been in the game for almost half a decade. Now, I'll be honest, this SMG isn't that good. Honestly, it's kinda ass, but believe me, the burst is goated. Because if you hit 3 headshots in a row, it'll deal more than 200 damage, just like it did back in Chapter 1. Okay, things are getting pretty spicy, but it gets even better, because most guns will have their old damage numbers back as well as their original sounds. For example, the Scar now hits for 72 in the head and sounds like this. Okay bro, that sounds delicious, but not as delicious as the pump shotgun, which will be fully OG, meaning even a grey pump will be able to hit for 200 in the head. And of course you'll also be able to double pump with it, which will be super OP, and pros probably will whine, but honestly who cares. Next up is traps, and this one is massive, cause directional jump pads are making a historic comeback, and this thing hasn't been in the game since Season 1 in 2017. And the same goes for the Zapper trap, which if you remember is seen in Fortnite's very first trailer. We'll also see the return of the classic trap and the launch pad, which we also saw in the OG season last year. Coming up next is leaks about the gameplay, and this is where things really shift into full overdrive. There's a few things to go through here, and we'll save the best for last, but let's start with that the material cap will now once again be 999. And bro, this is something that I've wanted for so long, because now the skybase meta is officially back, and best believe we will be skybasing. The classic victory screen from Season 1 will be restored, and so will the iconic old ambience. Leakers are also saying that there will be sprinting and sliding in this, but there won't be any of the new movement added in Chapter 6. Next up is probably the biggest and craziest leak so far, which is the OG Battle Pass. Literally the entire thing has been leaked, which you can pause to look at here, but mainly it's just 3 new remixes of Season 1 skins, and just for the record, there won't be any V-Bucks in this OG pass.